Here at Washington Township High School. How's it going, John?
It's going well. Great day.
Nice. Talk about the sense of pride that you must feel, being here today, all these people coming out to support you.
It feels awesome. It's great seeing my community coming out and support me. They support me since day one, and I wouldn't be here without them.
Nice. You're a guy that I think, just watching you year to year, watching you from camp event to camp event, it looks like you just kind of compete and get better as you move along. And that's sort of like the story of your high school career. Every single year, it looks like you took a step. Talk a little bit about that will that it takes to continue to improve year after year.
You just got to keep going. You can never give up. I'm not a quitter. My dad has always preached that. You're never going to be a quitter. So you just got to keep working hard and keep pushing through things.
Nice. I know you had your official visit. I know Coach Augie came by the house for the in-home visit. Talk a little bit about Coach Augie's plans for you when you arrive at Rutgers and sort of like the track that they'll have you on.
I'm pretty much going to be playing center, I'm pretty sure. It may be guard, but it looks like center. He's excited for me to get up there, him and Coach Giano, and I can't wait to be coached by them.
When Fran recruited John, he walked in last spring. He asked John to stand up by the door. He was like, he's bigger than I thought he was, because John grew probably about an inch from his sophomore to his junior season. Okay. And so Fran's like, you're bigger than I thought you were. And then they sat down. He watched his tape with them. He's like, I want to get you on campus. And John's like, well, when do you want me on campus? He said, tomorrow morning. So John had made an arrangements, talked to his mom and dad. They went up the next day. Fran had all the Rutgers stuff, all the gear. Kind of blew him up a little bit, sat him down with, the offensive line coach, and next week he got offered and committed really the day after that, after the offer. I think he went up on a Sunday for the second time, and then he committed on a Monday. And, that was the Fran Brown recruiting. It was a master of work, I'll tell you that. Yeah.
Talk a little bit about when you first knew he was special, potentially a Division I athlete.
I'm going to say probably going into his junior year. His footwork just got tremendously better. And, I've been telling him since he was younger, my little children and the kids that I coach, bigger, stronger, faster. There's no recipe. There's no other secret. Difference between high school and college and pros is speed of the game.
We'll talk a little bit about John and what he's meant to WT football.
Yeah, John, we were excited about John when he was in middle school, kind of working his way up through the ranks, and obviously he's a big kid, but we knew the skill set that he had and the potential that he had kind of early on, especially when he first got to us as a freshman. Then he got a little opportunity as a sophomore. We only played 4 games because of the COVID shortened year, and did a really nice job for us and kind of took off his junior year, and then this year had a really great year. But it was realistically a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication. He's a great student, he's a great kid, he's a great teammate, leader, all the things that you look for, and that Coach Giano is going to look for in a player.
I tell you, Coach, I watched this highlight tape. I love the explosion this season. He just had a lot of dog in him, looked to finish every single play, was competitive, chippy. You need guys like that on your offensive line, especially in the Big Ten. But just sort of speak to his skill set and some of the things that you thought that he did best on the field this past season.
Yeah, for as big as he is, he's a really good athlete. I think that kind of attests to what he does, in wrestling. He played basketball his freshman and sophomore year. So he has some of those different skill sets, his footwork. But like you mentioned, his nastiness, his toughness, he's physical. And he's not a guy that's going to take it easy on anybody. We kind of had to dial him down a little bit sometimes in practice because that's just kind of his mindset, and that's what he's kind of built on. And again, his athleticism is a huge part of that as well. And kind of combine both of those things, and he makes for a good offensive lineman.